important feature of light is that light can be reflected again and again. So if you have seen that when you enter any barber shop or hairdresser shop, you will sit in front of the mirror and you will see that there are mirrors kept behind you also. So what is the use of the mirror which is kept behind your head? The mirror in front helps you to see your face from front, whereas the mirror at the back reflects the light and you are able to see the back of your head by seeing the reflected image from the mirror in the front. This picture shows that the hairdresser is putting a mirror behind the head of the person. So the light from the mirror which is at the back is reflected and it is sent in front, and then the person who is sitting, he can see his face in the mirror. So that is multiple reflection, whereas the reflection is where the reflection is taking place from two surfaces. So what is happening? The person is sitting in front, he is seeing the image behind with the help of reflection from both the mirrors. So this is called reflection from more surfaces. A reflection from many surfaces results in the formation of multiple images. So you are aware that a plane mirror forms only a single image. Multiples are formed when more than one mirrors are used. So if we use more than one mirror, then how many multiple images will be formed? That we will see now. In this activity, two plane mirrors are kept at right angle. This is an activity which you can also do right now. You need two plane mirrors and you have to put them at right angle. So here the two mirrors are kept at right angle by putting the first mirror at this angle and the second mirror at this angle. The mirrors are shown by making small lines like this, and the angle between the two mirrors is 90. So when you put the two mirrors at 90, then how many images are formed? It forms the number of images can be counted. So what happens when we put one object in between the two mirrors, then how many images are formed? If we draw a diagram and understand, then we will see, suppose the two mirrors are, first mirror is kept like this and the second mirror is kept like this, and the object is kept in between them. Object is kept here. So if this is the object O which is kept here, this object will form its image behind the mirror at this point, which is I. That is, the I is the image formed by the object by mirror 1. M1 is the first mirror and M2 is the second mirror. So this first image is formed on this side. This object will form another image at the point. So this is I2, second image, which is formed on the mirror M2. So one object in two mirrors form two images. Now what happens? Mirror 1 and mirror 2 are both objects also. So the image of the mirror 1 will form on mirror 2, and this mirror which is M1, its image will form at this point. So I am calling it mirror number 3. So it is not 3, it is actually just the image of the mirror 1. So M3 is the image of the mirror which is formed on mirror 2. Now M2 is also a mirror. Its image will form on the mirror 1. So what happens? It will form an image M4. So two mirrors which are the actual mirrors, their image will form M3 and M4. So what happens? Now multiple images will be formed. I1 was the first image formed, I2 was the second image formed. Now I1 will form an image. The dotted line shows that the image will be formed I. This is the image I3 which is formed due to mirror 4. Now these I3 and I2 images will also form overlap. So how many images are formed? I1, I2 and I3. So therefore, when two mirrors are kept at an angle of 90 degrees, then three images are formed. This is the phenomena which is called formation of multiple images, and it is calculated by a formula. So it is seen that the number of images which are formed can be calculated by using a simple formula. Divide 360 by the angle. Divide 360 by the angle between the two mirrors. You have to divide 360 degree by the angle between the two mirrors. So we did the experiment that if the two mirrors were kept at an angle of 90 degree, so we divide 360 by 90, and on dividing we get the answer 4. So the formula says divide 360 by the angle and subtract 1 from it. So 4 minus 1 gives you 3. So therefore when two mirrors are kept at an angle of 90 degree, then the number of images formed will be 3. 3 images will be formed. Similarly, if we change the angle and keep the mirrors according to these angles which are given in the book, so divide 360 by 45. If I divide 360 by 45, what will I get? If you divide 360 by 45, what will I get? You divide, we will get 8. So 8 minus 1 means 7 images will be formed. If you change the angle, if the two mirrors are kept at an angle of 30 degrees, then how many images will be formed? 12 minus 1. 36 upon 3 is 12. So the number of images formed will be 12 minus 1. 11 images will be formed. This is the way of calculating the number of images. So this formula is applicable when the number is dividing the 360 properly.